let me ask you something that might feel a little uncomfortable at first. Are you judgmental? It's not a trick question, and it's certainly not meant to shame or blame. In fact, it's a deeply human trait. We all judge, we all compare, we all at times criticize, and often we do this without even realizing. But have you ever paused to ask why? To judge another person, whether for how they speak, what they wear, or even the choices they make, is often not really about them at all. It's about us. Psychologically speaking, judging is one of the ways we attempt to regulate our own self-worth. It gives us a momentary lift, an illusion of being better than, or conversely, it can reinforce a belief that we are somehow less than. And here's the deeper truth. Judgment is often a projection, a way of outsourcing the parts of ourselves we're simply not comfortable with. So we disown them, we deny them, and then, like a mirror turned outward, we see those same qualities in other people and feel irritated, critical, even dismissive. But if we're brave enough, and it does take courage, this can become a real moment of growth, because our judgments offer a breadcrumb trail to our own insecurities. They reveal where we feel inadequate, where we fear rejection, where we carry shame. So rather than trying to silence or suppress these judgments, we can learn to listen to them gently, curiously. When we label someone negatively, we blind ourselves to their humanity. We stop seeing them clearly. Their strengths, their efforts, their complexity, all of it fades behind the veil of our own discomfort. And let's be honest, people often show up in defensive ways precisely because they are also trying to protect their insecurities. So what are we really judging? Their mask, their fear, or something much, much closer to home? It's important to know that judgment, comparison, and criticism are part of a group of behaviors that aim to create a kind of hierarchy. I'm above you, or just as often, you're above me. Either way, we are creating separation. And with separation comes isolation, misunderstanding, even loneliness. Interestingly, the way we judge others often mirrors the way we judge ourselves. And the judgments we make towards ourselves almost sit on top of deeply ingrained self-limiting beliefs. The big four self-limiting beliefs are usually some version of I'm not good enough, I'm unlovable, I can't cope, or there's something wrong with me. These aren't surface thoughts, they're internalized beliefs, often formed in childhood when we didn't have the cognitive ability to assess or reject harmful narratives. And why do these beliefs persist so powerfully? Because they live in the unconscious mind, and the unconscious mind doesn't like change. It's cautious. It believes it's keeping us safe by saying and staying the same. And the inner child who lives within that unconscious becomes the gatekeeper, always on alert, always searching externally for worth, approval, and validation. But, and this is so important, beyond the fear, beyond the masks and projections lies your spiritual essence. That essence is already whole, already worthy, it always has been. But to reconnect with that essence, we have to stop believing everything our inner child tells us. We need to challenge those old negative beliefs, not with aggression, but with clarity. And one of the ways we do this is by separating a person's behavior from their being. People are not their behavior. We are all, underneath it all, spiritual beings navigating messy, complicated human experiences. And just like us, others are often acting from their own inner child's unmet needs. When you judge, pause. Ask yourself, is this coming from my adult self, speaking with integrity and clarity, or is this coming from my wounded inner child who is afraid and trying to protect something fragile within me. There's a world of difference between making a grounded adult assessment and falling into a judgmental spiral that reinforces self-limiting narratives. Because here's the trap. When we act from our unconscious beliefs, we tend to only see what confirms them. It's called confirmation bias. So if we believe deep down that we're not good enough, we'll filter every experience through that lens and end up unconsciously proving ourselves right again and again. But you're not here to live a life constrained by beliefs handed to you by others. You're here to uncover your own truth, to walk your own authentic path, not the narrow one your upbringing or trauma boxed you into. And part of that path means learning to speak your truth gently and clearly, to confront without becoming confrontational, to disagree with integrity, not ego. Don't say one thing and then do another. Live congruently. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And if you slip up, because we all do, we learn from it. Judgment is one of those areas where we all have work to do, but it's also one of the richest areas for growth. So next time you catch yourself judging someone, pause. Ask yourself what that judgment might be pointing to within you. Where is it shining a light on a part of you that still needs compassion, healing, or integration? And use it. Use it as a guidepost, not a weapon. Ultimately, this journey is about integration, about becoming whole, not perfect, but whole. And that starts by recognizing that every judgment you make could be a doorway, not into somebody else's failings, but into your own personal healing. If you'd like help changing your self-limiting beliefs, visit my website and book a free discovery call, and let's see what's possible.